To sing, left arm, baby mother tatted, 5-year bid.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jazz, and today's video will be Freshman Advice 101. So I have written down my advice on my laptop in my notes section, and I'm going to give you guys basic but useful advice that could be very useful for high school. Currently I am a senior in high school and I'm excited. When I was a freshman in high school, honestly, I was a bit lost because it was a transition from middle school to high school, and I didn't really have anybody that I could look up to or lean on to tell me how high school would be. But I was thankful that I went to a school where everyone that I went to that middle school with was going to the high school as well, so I had all my friends with me. So it was new, but it wasn't really as new for me. So the first thing we're going to start with is education. Okay, because what do we go to school for education, to better ourselves, to get a higher degree of education. The first thing I would say is choose your classes very wisely. This could make or break you. If you want to do something that you know requires a certain class, I say take it freshman year if you can, because I cannot stress this enough. And you'd be surprised, but colleges do look at your freshman GPA and they look at the classes that you took from 9th grade to 12th grade. So it's very important you're taking at least some challenging classes, or some classes that when colleges look at your schedule, they're like, okay, this person is really challenging themselves to take these type of classes, and they like to see a student like that. My second advice is take a lot of AP classes if you can, because although like some people may say AP classes aren't really worth it, in a way it kind of is, because it boosts your GPA. So do honor classes. I know honors classes and AP classes boost your GPA up way more than regular classes do. So I would say get on that if you definitely can, because yeah, why would you want to take, if you can take honors or AP, why would you want to take a regular class if it's basically the same thing? Honors is the same thing as a regular class. It's just that the honors class boosts your GPA rather than a regular class. So I would say my third advice would be choose classes that you feel would benefit you and not take it because your friend is taking it. I know from personal experience, I used to do that a lot, especially my freshman year. Like even my sophomore year when I had moved, I had wanted to take classes that I seen other people take or post. I'm like, ooh, okay, that looks cool, I'm gonna take it because a lot of people are taking it. But I'm glad I didn't do that. That was something I was thinking to do, but I didn't actually do it. I want to go into the medicine field, so I took classes that would help me achieve that goal into getting into the medicine field. So I would say take classes that you feel are good for you, and don't take classes just because you see that a lot of people are taking that specific class, so you want to take it as well. I would say my fourth advice is taking honors classes and or dual enrollment can have benefits on early graduation. I know a lot of people who took dual enrollment and they've graduated at like 16, so now they're in college at the age of like 16, 17, so it really does have its benefits. And dual enrollment is where you can take classes at a college and you get college credits, I believe, to transfer to whichever school of your choice or that college where you're taking it. And it's really good because you're in high school, but you're technically like a college freshman taking college classes. So I would definitely say try to learn where your classes are without a schedule. The first day you're gonna need your schedule, but as you move on and the days go by, don't rely on your schedule as much, because you don't want to be in a hallway in a crowd full of a bunch of kids and you're staring at your schedule like, where do I go? Like, you want to know, okay, your class is this, get to that class by this time before the bell rings, because you know you could waste a lot of time looking at your schedule and nobody wants that. You want to get to the class on time, not late. My other advice is taking dual enrollment or taking these challenging classes do impress colleges. So definitely do that if you really want to go to college. And I would say also my last advice in education is your GPA is so important. Like, I cannot stress this enough, because once I got to junior year, with COVID and everything, like, I lost the lack of motivation to even want to do work sometimes, but I still did it. But it'd be some days where I feel like I wouldn't, but I still got it done. But it's like, okay, so if your GPA is high in freshman year, it rolls over to sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. So if your GPA starts off high and it drops even a little bit, that's okay, because you started off with a high GPA. It is very hard to build a high GPA once you're a sophomore or a junior, especially junior year. It's very hard, because now you're like almost about to be a senior. So it's like, how are you going to build that up that quick? You're about to graduate. So it's very important to build your GPA from freshman year. Believe me, freshman year is so important. A lot of people think that like freshman year doesn't matter, or colleges aren't looking at that, but trust, they are. And yeah, just get your GPA up freshman year. I'm telling you, it will be worth it. The next piece of advice I'm gonna go into is social life. Now, I don't know for like the freshmen, when I was a freshman, like I said, my friends, we all rolled over into the high school, so I had my friend group already. But when I moved my sophomore year, I felt like a freshman again, even though I wasn't. I was a sophomore, but I was new, so I didn't know anybody. Everybody had their friend group, so I would go to lunch and I would sit alone at the lunch table and not really have anybody to talk to, until someone came and sat next to me. And I finally found my friend, because she was new like me, so it was very easy for us to connect. But I would say, you know, once you get into high school, you will find your friend group. So don't worry if you go in and you're like, oh, I don't have any friends, I'm gonna sit alone, yada yada yada. I'm telling you, your person will come. Everybody in high school finds their person. It doesn't matter who you are, you will find your person. And once you find your person, that is the best thing ever. Like, literally, you will never be alone. You and your girl, or you and your boy, like, y'all go to the lockers together, y'all go to class together, y'all go to the games together, y'all go even out of school activities y'all do together. It's just that lit when you find your person. So I'm telling you, don't worry, you will find your person. Don't be so antisocial. I feel like put yourself out there. Make friends. Don't be scared to make friends, you know? Make friends. It's okay. Talk if you see somebody. Say hi, say hello. Keep it moving. And I would say stay out of drama if you can, because them fights is not worth it. Like, I've never been in a fight personally, because I always try to keep myself out of drama. Like, I'm not a drama person. I'm not a person who likes drama. I like my peace and I like my serenity. I don't like to be all in a mix, all in the drama. No ma'am. So it's just like, yeah, them fights is not. The next part I'm gonna go into is relationships. So, honestly, I feel like dating an upperclassman would not really be recommended, but if you do, just be very careful, because the whole upperclassman and underclassman isn't always a pretty picture. It's rare to find an upperclassman who wants to have, who has good intentions to be with an underclassman. Usually they want to be with an underclassman for one thing and one thing only. So it's like, if you are gonna date an upperclassman, just be careful. And I would say with relationships, always prioritize your education before in a relationship, because oftentimes, like, when you're in a relationship, sometimes you tend to put that person over your education. And I'm telling you right now, like, your education is what's more important. Like, put your education first before you put that relationship first. Like, do your homework, get your stuff together before you even think about putting that person first before your education. Because I'm telling you right now, prioritize your education before relationship. You gotta learn to balance both. Like, if you are in a relationship in high school, try to balance both. Try to balance your relationship and your education. But I would say put education first, because yeah. And private but not secret relationship is the best. Like, being in a private relationship, I feel like is amazing, but people know you're together, it's not a secret. That's the thing. So you don't want everybody all up in your business, and that's when the drama come, that's when the lies come, that's when this, oh yeah, he was with this one, yeah. Private relationships is the best if you don't want people to be in your business, and if you don't want fake rumors to spread. So yeah. Another piece of advice I would give is peer pressure. Some people may pressure you into doing things such as smoking or engaging in activities that you might not want to engage in. Don't do that until you're ready and you feel confident that you want to do those things. Because what we're not going to do is peer pressure people to do anything they don't want to do. Simple. No means no. If a person don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. That's all I'm going to say. School involvement. Join your school's clubs. Please, please, please join your school's clubs. Get out there. When I moved, one thing I made sure to do was be involved, put myself out there, join a lot of clubs. I joined the Ecology Club. I joined the Mini-thon with cancer treatment and all that stuff. I joined Medical Careers Club. And I've even recently formed my own club with BSU and everything. So yeah, BSU stands for Black City Union. I will also say get out there, talk to teachers, make sure you're on a lot of teachers' good sides, and make sure you have a good relationship with your teachers, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones writing those recommendation letters for you, and you don't really want to be on bad terms with a teacher, because what they say about you in those recommendation letters are very important. Colleges take that highly serious, so make sure you're on good terms with your teachers and make sure you have a good relationship with them, because at the end of the day, they're going to be there for you with the whole college process, with the letters of recommendations and stuff. So yeah. Another thing I'm going to say is procrastination. Don't procrastinate. Just do the work before it's due date. For me, I have a big problem with procrastination. I procrastinate so much, it's unbelievable. But sometimes I don't even mean to. I don't even realize I'm doing it, and I am. So I need to stop that. I would recommend getting a planner. Get a planner, or you can even do it on Google Sheets. You can write a spreadsheet of all the teachers you have, and when this assignment is due, when this assignment is due, and yada yada yada. You can either color code it or anything. Getting a planner or doing that on Google Sheets is highly recommended. Also, I know some schools have freshman orientation. I would say go to your orientation. My school kind of had orientation when I was a freshman. They showed us around the school, toured us. I think they told us what type of classes there were. I don't remember. This was when I used to live back in Brooklyn. I forgot. But yeah. And this last one is so important. Never, ever, ever skip classes. Never do that. I personally never skip classes. Just go to your class. Go to your class. Learn. Take your notes. Do that. Don't skip classes, because some schools do track attendance, and I do know that some transcripts, it's recorded on there, so colleges can see how many times you were absent or whatever. So yeah. But really, that's all the advice I had to give about going into your freshman year. Don't be scared, don't be nervous, just be your true self and go out there and rock your freshman year. Literally, I know COVID put a lot of restrictions and anxiety on people, especially when it comes to socializing. Myself, I've recently just developed that, social anxiety, literally, because we've been in the house for so long, and now we're going back to school in person, and it's scary. You don't even know how to talk to people now, because you've just been on a computer screen like this the whole year. So it's what do we do? But I promise you, it will be amazing. Your freshman year will be amazing. It'll be fun. It should be a breeze. Just relax, calm down, and have faith in yourself, and trust yourself that you're going to do well this freshman year. I would recommend looking at a lot of people's videos for freshman advice, including this one. Just write down a lot of tips that you have, and yeah. Also, this last tip. If you are a female, I recommend packing an emergency kit. an emergency kit is highly necessary, because I would buy a pouch, maybe like a makeup pouch or something, and you could put like pads, all the sanitary products, Vaseline, wipes, tissues, all of that stuff, you know, because as females things do happen, and sometimes the school may not have it, so it's important you pack your own emergency kit with all of those things in it, just to be safe and on the safe side, especially when you have gym and stuff like that. Deodorant, all of that stuff is very necessary, so perfume, all that good stuff. And that's a wrap on Freshman Advice 101. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video and to my channel as well, as I will be posting more videos in the future. Click the bell at the top also to receive notifications whenever I post. And I just want to say thank you for even watching this video. Thank you for even coming across my channel. So yeah, later.